The Bank of Queensland has increased their rates by 50 points. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, although I'm out at the moment, and let's have a look at an update from the Bank of Queensland as they are increasing their interest rates on their fixed mortgages. So you won't be able to get the deals that you have had in the past. Now, before we look at that, here's the cash rate, everyone. We all know it's, returning to, I'd say, the average band from previous historical precedent. But for the last 20 years, pretty much, we've only known rates going down. So this is going to be a bit of a culture shock for a lot of people. So let's check this article out here. Or not this article, this release for brokers. And thank you to the viewers who sent this to me. So effective today, they're increasing the fixed home loan campaign rates and the fixed home loan base rates. Now, the increase to the fixed home loan campaign rates have gone up, but they're keeping the discount. So explain to me how, if this is this a real discount or a marketing gimmick? Yeah, the brokers can let me know in the comments how that all works. But what's interesting is owner-occupier 2-year fixed with a loan-to-value ratio of under or equal to 80%. You're looking at 6.19%, 5.94%, 6.19% for 4 years, 6.19 for 5. So 5 years locking in at 6.19%. Now I, and many of you as well, locked in sub 2%. I got 1.99 for 4 years, not with BOQ, but with CommBank because I was lazy to shop around. But my neighbor, I think she got 1.72. So a lot of people were getting some really good rates. And the media is going to go hysterical about the rate cliff, where you come off an insanely low fixed rate and you might be hitting one of these bad boys. Investors, we can see here. But what's really interesting is these changes here. The increase to the fixed home loan base rates, effective today. So 2 years, the current was 6.04, a 50-point increase to 6.54. 50-point increase for 3 years. 50 point, all of them, 50-point increases. What's the highest? What's the highest? So an owner-occupier interest only for 5 years fixed, you're looking at 7.44%. And the thing with the interest only is if people are getting into trouble, they may shift onto that for some time to reduce their payments somewhat, but they're not really getting ahead, are they? They're just paying rent to the bank. I imagine the banks would rather get you in, keep you in your home as much as you can because they don't want to jump through all the rigmarole of trying to sell. It's bad media, bad publicity, and no one really wins. But there you go, 7.44. Investor, principal and interest, 6.64 is the lowest. Oh, no, it's not. It's the 2-year rate. 3-year rate is 6.44, going up to 6.69. Again, a 50-point increase. Interest only, 7.1 for 5 years. Now, that's interesting. Investor interest only is cheaper than owner-occupier interest only. Wonder why that is. Maybe the owner-occupier's interest only is a sign of higher risk or desperation. Let's jump over to the good old Excel spreadsheet. We'll have a look at the last Bank of Queensland info we had here. I mean, there you go. They increased. So we've got to change all of this now. I'm looking at it here. We'll say you go for a 4-year owner-occupier principal and interest. And say you've got the average first home buyer mortgage. You're now looking at 6.54%. And that's with 30 years remaining, which isn't true, but this is just an example or an indicator of what the delta, the change in your repayments are going to be. So if you're me, you're coming off your super low rate, you didn't trust the Reserve Bank, so you're locked in, which a lot of us did, and then boom, you instantly go, okay, we're going to lock in for 4 years. We're going to lock in for 4 years for some certainty, which can make sense if that's, you want to plan for the future. You're looking at a 70% increase. 71% increase in your repayments, going from $1,700 to $3,000. Now, I don't know if you'd be wanting to do that. I guess it's your own individual circumstances if you want to lock in to have that certainty. I'm sure you could get better deals and shop around. But there you go. That's just showing you right there the change. In 4 years of certainty has gone from $1,700 to $3,000. That's a 70% increase. You're looking at another 12 grand a year, guys, in repayments. That's going to be money that isn't spent in the economy. Let's look at the worst thing. Okay, you're interest only. Shit's hit the fan. You know, the missus has lost the job. You got to cut back. So you're going to go to 7 point. Oh wait, hang on. I can't do interest only on this one. I haven't set it up anyway. Yeah, we can't do that. We'll go say an investor. Principal and interest, the highest they're paying is 6.69. And I mean, this is first home buyers. Okay, this is not realistic for certain parts of the country. If we look at the average mortgage in Sydney, which is that doing anything? I don't think it is. Oh, yes, it is. It has to equal that. There we go. You're looking at going from $2,900 to $5,000 in repayments, guys. That's getting rather significant, isn't it? Boy. So let's have a bit of a chat about this one. So this isn't the only example. We're looking at more banks as well that are going to start rolling out these rate rises. You know, while I'm here, let's jump and have a look at the ASX rate predictor, the rate tracker. I'll bring that up and we'll check that out, what the predictions are. Because there's apparently some surprise over this latest increase. Okay, so if we jump over to here, we bring that up, we can see here. Okay, so on the 13th, there's a 79% prediction or chance that there'll be no change to the cash rate in the next month. A 4.3 or 21% prediction or probable chance of an increase to a 4.35%. Now, remember, this last increase, the prediction was way off. The market didn't expect this increase, but the Reserve Bank did it. So, you know, are they going to go hard again and keep increasing rates to fight inflation? Oh, guys, interesting times. As always, thanks for watching. Check out Heise BIM or Heise Does for other content I create. And if you're a fan and enjoy stuff I produce, you can support us on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call us if you need an architect. Take care. Have a great day. And I will see you all in the next episode of HeiseSays. Bye for now.